Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, Scandinavia. In the last episode, we fought a large war with Frisia over a single county to basically finish connecting these kind of two arms of the empire. So now we're one large contiguous area for the most part. Though it turned out to be a much larger, harder fight than I was anticipating or hoping, because they rose up holy orders, and it seems like that's just going to be a thing we're going to have to deal with from here on. So, got that done though. Spent a lot of money on some construction improvements in our realm. Going to probably continue to work on that project. Also, we disinherited a bunch of... We murdered one of our grandchildren and disinherited a couple of our other sons so that our youngest son, Prince Eystein here, can inherit, or will inherit. And, yeah, he's extremely good so far. And he's only 9. And he's got really good stats. 18 prowess. He's got a higher prowess stat than half the knights in the realm at 9 years old. So yeah, he's gonna be a heck of a character. I hope that nothing untoward happens. But you know, we'll see. Our current ruler is 59 and is a drunkard and reclusive. So, we'll have to see. And we're having, like, all kinds of stress issues with this guy. Well, we'll see how it goes. Alright, but let's just keep it going. The Khan is dead. Alright, well, that was sudden. Thank Odin. Although a new ruler has proclaimed Hagen Jochi can truly not be as horrifying as Temujin. Perhaps this is even the end of the Mongol aggression. We'll see about that. Genghis who? Will you be able to maintain your empire? You still have tons of troops. 31,000 special soldiers. Yeah. Yeah, that is still a massive threat. We'll see. A dangerous faction? What? The King of Finland. These guys. Well, let's try and sway him. Alright, you. I think that this is going to be our next target. I can invade the kingdom. 1440 prestige to do that. I'm passing through Novgorod, the capital of my steward, King Diemi, when I receive an invitation to visit his castle. As I arrive, he welcomes me with open arms and a tour. One thing that strikes me is that the place is full of unfinished projects. I will stay for a while. Alright. A library where the books are stacked in corners, unfinished building projects all over the place, most notably a whole dining hall, and a chest of gold just standing in the middle of a hallway. This castle's a mess. Alright, let's see if we can help out with the dining hall. 66% chance. Despite all my efforts, King Diemi's dining hall seems to be in a worse state than when I am done than when I started. Things might not be going great, but there are other areas which I can still help out. Let's try the books. My concubine is pregnant. At 46? Bound books, loose documents, decorated spines. After a lot of reshuffling, there's finally some semblance of order in the chaos that is King Diemi's library. Things are looking good, and there are other areas I can still help out in. Alright, the chest of gold is very unguarded. As I explain the risk of keeping a chest of gold out in the open, King Diemi's eyes widen in realization. Oh, of course it shouldn't be out there. Thank you, Filkir. Filkir? I've done all my power to help him. Alright, there we go. Now we'll go to bed. And we'll see how that does. I spot King Diemi by the entrance, waiting to see me off in the morning. As I walk up, I hear him muttering to himself, he really fixed the place up, but he ruined my dining hall. After a quick goodbye, I am soon on the road and back home again. You gain 10 opinion. Well, that's something. Do I want to increase my number of men-at-arms? I can. We don't have trebuchets yet, right? No, we're working on them. 8 years out. Crossbowmen, I don't think is a bad idea. Go on. There we go. Let's bring that up to a couple of sizes. We're going to replace our mangonels with trebuchets, I think. Light horsemen. Increase the size of that. Probably want to let the income build back up again. What do I got? I can demand payment from Duke Harold. Sure. My granddaughter can marry. You got some decent stats, but let's see what we might be able to get as far as an alliance. Grand City. Lord Mayor. Nope. One of my own dukes. I guess we can make it a betrothal here. 17 and 8. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, we have a new daughter. We no longer have a dangerous faction. Even though these guys are still both in there. Swayed, excellent. Stewardship. Can use the sell titles decision, which I will probably never do. Come on, man. Drop out of that. You're at plus 94. Discontent is dropping off. Okay, good. So that means it'll eventually not be a problem. Ireland appears to be a thing now. As additional payment in a recent trade, I find myself in possession of a large herd of cattle. We've seen this one before. I think we're going to go ahead and actually just sell the cattle off because I could use a little bit of extra cash. I'm going to create the Duchy of Pomerania. No, what I was going to do was create the Kingdom of Pomerania and then just let the king deal with it. Yes, that's right. That requires 500 gold. All right. Yep, there goes the faction. Oh, no. That was a different faction. With a mighty burp, I push the rest of my plate away from me and sprawl back in my chair. Lately, my kitchens have begun to swell with golden grain and freshly hunted game, giving all my courtiers the healthy sheen of the overfed. I grimace. Though this bounty is great, it cannot last forever. I must decide what to do with all this excess food. Salt it or smoke it as long as we store it. Heavily stocked stores for 15 years. Garrison size with 50%. Let's see. Even the servants shall eat as their emperor does. Bread for the peasantry. Development, growth, and popular opinion up. Well, salt it or smoke it as long as we store it. Yeah, let's do that. And if I create the kingdom, then I should be able to press my de jure claim. Also something that I think would be a good idea. I can take the 50-year-old concubine who just entered my realm. That's my court chaplain, never mind. I do need a third concubine. Oh, let's go ahead and do it. There will be no children of this partnership. It's just purely to get the... to not have the prestige penalty. My daughter has given birth to a daughter, so we've had a granddaughter. You're not fighting any wars, though, but you're, like, way in debt. I mean, way in debt. Plus 12.9 per month. They will get out of debt, but that's going to cause a lot of problems. Alright, hereby invite you to a feast at my court. Yes, it'll be my pleasure. Yep, we're looking for the casks. Alright, you're at a plus 100, so there's no reason to sway you anymore. You're still in a independence faction, that's annoying. Well, I might just have to kill him. Alright, the peace is dying down. I find myself deep in conversation with my acquaintance. Who has the exact same name as me. He inquires about my opinion on troop compositions. Sure. We'll have that conversation. Alright, let's create that Kingdom of Pomerania to do it. Alright, he had too much to drink, and he puked all over my shirt. Lovely. Alright, so who should I make the king of Pomerania? Maybe the Duke of Pomerania should become the king of Pomerania. I think that would probably make the most sense. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give you that kingdom. There you go. So then now I could declare war on you for a de jure stuff. Alright. Feast is over. We get the eager reveler. Great. Diplomacy +2, intrigue +1. We lose some stress. Sounds good. Do push for the de jure duchy. Which I think makes the most sense. Now they're strong enough again. Well, I was at the market with a Stein's attention was caught by a criminal chained in the pillory. Palace. A criminal deserves nothing but disdain from you. Diplomacy down, intrigue up. Or compassion. Diplomacy up, intrigue down. What are we looking at? That's a trade I don't necessarily want to make. Alright, I guess we'll get diplomacy down, intrigue up. Can I, like, do something for you? I don't think there's any vassals or anything that I can transfer. I don't think the King of Finland has any... Well, he's a very good diplomat. Well, I'll fire my existing chancellor. My daughter Karen has given birth to a son. All right. Oh, faction disbanded. Excellent. I'm still going to sway that guy, though. He must have been the faction leader. Now, the other kingdom that I want to go for... Well, I think we had the... Yeah, we had the Kingdom of Lithuania, right? And I don't think there's any... Well, there is one title, one spot here that does need to be incorporated. We're going to try and get the rest of Pomerania in here. Let's see. There is the Southern Baltic Empire. Which is going to include Poland, Bohemia, and Great Moravia. I guess we could probably try to go for those as we continue to expand. Trying to wait for my income to increase here. just go ahead and speed things up a little bit. I need to get a nice nest egg here to pay for my next war. During the daily management of my realm, I have learned of several different opportunities I can pursue. 355 gold. Securing those trade deals will fill my treasury, and that is precisely what I need. We're not filling a holy order. We are attacking this guy. Declaring war. Seize a de jure duchy. And go ahead and declare the war. Now, I can't hire these guys, I don't believe. Raise my army. Alright, there's your 8,000 troops. 8,000 troops? You hired in some mercenaries. Okay, that's fine. We're going to gather our entire army. And make to destroy yours. Eystein seems to enjoy our latest feast immensely. He got along quite well with everyone he spoke to. Gregarious is an excellent trait. That should help improve that diplomacy stat. That took a little bit of a hit. Yep. Learning's a little low, but we can resolve that. I don't think so. Come on, bring it. Oh, I completely stack wiped the entire army? Yeah, pretty much. Goodbye, army. Alright, the sun is shining and peasants are milling about the tourney hosted by my wife. All my champions cheer as Empress Olenna announces the tournament in their honor, and for once I get to simply sit and watch. I am not going to spend an entire tourney day stuck to a throne, however. I, too, cheer my champions. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and divide that down. I don't think we're going to maintain the entire army raised for the whole war. Avaricious. That gives me what? Stewardship plus 2, holding taxes plus 15%. Take it. What are we looking at? 2 years to siege that? 5 months to siege that, alright? Where are all of my siege engines? All of my siege engines are over here. Okay. My daughter Karen has given birth to a daughter. Alright. Which is why that is proceeding a lot faster. Oh well, so be it. Oh, you raised up. Alright. Actually, you know what? I'll have you fight their troops. Now, let's see if you can siege that. Actually, what is my war goal? My war goal is this. So, what I really need you to do is siege that. It'll take 7 months. Alright, that's fine. Actually, no. We're gonna use these guys to hunt armies. This is gonna take, what, 4 months? Come on, catch their ruler. Cancer, a stranger inside. There is a thing inside me which is not me. It eats its way through my flesh, feeding off my life force. Its strength increasing while I wither away. I push my hands against the growth under my skin, my fingers aching to tear it out. The thought of it growing makes me want to puke. Yes, unfortunately it is cancer. I only know of one efficient treatment. Alright. Too late for caution. I gain the trait one-eyed. Alright. Brawl's assistant assured him the potion had put me to sleep. Oh, how wrong he was. I could neither speak nor move, yet I was still aware of everything they did to me. I tried to scream and thrash, but I was a prisoner in my own body. The procedure seemed to last forever. The treatment was almost as unpleasant as my symptoms, yet it seems to have been effective. While I'm not fully cured, I feel much better. But I'm still at... Oh, very nice. We're over. Disband. Let's see. Whoever's going to improve. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Okay, we have 2 titles that need to be handed to this guy. Alright, we're going to grant... What do we have? King of Pomerania. You grant to... the King of Pomerania. Alright, I guess. Uterbog and Lubsko? Done and... done. We need a new marshal. You'll do. And I don't think I'm going to last much longer. How old is my son? 14. All right, then. We need to get a... And all my titles transferred, right? Yes. All my titles transferred. Nominate a successor. My current heir is my niece. Margaret. Torbrand's daughter. We'll go with her. Sure, why not? I am not betrothed. Well, we'll worry about that later. All right, you are going to be my chancellor. You are going to be my steward. You are going to be my marshal, and you, the King of Pomerania that we just made and lost all those points. This guy's a way better. Well, we're going to take our powerful vassal because we kind of need to. And we are going to need to start swaying people. Like you. Well, I can't, because I'm a child. What's this? Bisexual. Okay. Interesting. No, not matrilineal. I need someone who is of Good age, good traits, and hopefully provides a potential alliance. She's 15. County of Vitebsk. Is there a stat that we kind of need to compensate for? Probably learning a little bit. Let's see who's got good learning traits. This 17-year-old who does an okay alliance. That's hardly worth my time. Here's a 17-year-old. Again, that's also hardly worth my time. You actually have a decent military. He's a giant. Guess I'll go ahead with that. Decent diplomacy, pretty decent intrigue, and okay learning. Unless we want to go with... I think that's the... Is that territory I'm going to want to conquer? Hold on. It is. That's a vassal of a vassal, but it does provide an alliance. Right religion. Lowborn. Oh, we'll bring her in. Sure. He's 16. Alright, we can ransom some prisoners. That'll get me a little bit of money. I can usurp a duchy? Yeah, I can usurp that duchy. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright. And then we can grant that duchy to you, because that is a duchy that you should have. Done. And that makes you like me a lot. Alright, good. At least I have one vassal that hopefully won't be a problem. Oh, the factions are already starting to form. Alright. And I can't really do anything about it. I mean, I can throw some money at you and hope that might help. I'm apparently sick. I just spent my money. Let's see. 185. It'll put me down by 140. All right. Well, let's bring her in. We can go into debt a little bit. I hope. Do no more than is necessary. Alright, I feel better. Independence faction. Yeah, that is a problem. "26 months. Alright, I'm no longer sick. Alright, well, what we're going to do is we're going to deal with this for next episode, because we're at the end here. And we'll see how this plays out. 15, almost 16. And then we'll see how that goes. Alright, but for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.